Arsenal lead the race for €30.3 million striker. Arsenal's transfer team is looking at Real Madrid youngster Endrick as a top target, while they keep an eye on his situation in Spain. While the Brazilian teenager is currently finishing a strong loan spell at Lyon, Mikel Arteta sees the striker as someone who could really transform his attack. His stats from the 2025-26 League One season show just how clinical he is, with 4 goals and 6 assists in 977 minutes. This form backs up what the scouts have been saying, that his 7.4 to FOTMOB rating shows a player who is playing way beyond his years. Even with a red card on his record, Endrick's physical traits look like a great fit for the Premier League. Manchester United have tracked the Brazilian before, but Arsenal are now leading the race to sign him. If Florentino Perez decides to sell this summer, London looks like his most likely landing spot. Arsenal transfer news: Manchester United competition remains fierce. Old Trafford bosses still really like the forward, even though they've been looking at other attackers under their new sporting setup. Other big European clubs are also watching him at the Bernabeu, but the player just wants the regular game time that Madrid can't promise him right now. This uncertainty has encouraged Arsenal to get a formal bid ready if Madrid decides to let him go for good. Bringing in Endrick would give Arsenal a different option to Kai Havertz, especially with Gabriel Jesus dealing with ongoing injury issues. While Manchester United have that history and prestige, Arsenal offer a stable tactical setup that works well for a player who likes to drift inside. Arsenal transfer news: he would be a fantastic signing, because he can both create and finish, helping solve those moments where the team lacks a clinical edge in big games. Based on his League One form, Endrick looks like a low-risk move with a massive upside for a 2026-27 title run. Even though United are interested, the project at the Emirates looks more appealing for a young South American who wants to win things immediately. Hence, the latest reports suggest a huge bidding war is coming this June. The Brazil international is currently on loan at Lyon, failing to get much game time in the first half of the season. His spell in France has been mixed, but he seems to be hitting a bit of form now after facing fierce criticism for not scoring in League One for almost 3 months. Arsenal are said to be monitoring his situation because there is a growing belief that the teenager could be made available for transfer this summer, despite recent reports that Real Madrid are planning to integrate him into their team again next season. Real Madrid are preparing for multiple departures to take place during the upcoming summer transfer window, as they begin to start another new era at the Bernabeu. David Alaba and Donny Ceballos are certain to move on, while there are doubts about the futures of Donny Carvajal, Antonio Rudiger and Eduardo Camavinga. Another player that has potential to move on in the summer is Endrick Felipe. The teenager has been excellent since joining Lyon on loan in January, and while Real Madrid are ready to welcome him back in the summer, there is a feeling that a permanent exit could arise at some stage before the start of the 2026-27 campaign. According to Courtifside, Arsenal are positioning themselves to move for Endrick, whom they want as their new striker. Their interest is currently in its early stages, but if they were to receive encouragement from either the player or Real Madrid, they are prepared to swoop in and sign him. Real Madrid and Arsenal have close relations at an institutional level, with the two clubs having most recently negotiated the transfer of Martinodegaard to the Premier League side. If the door were to be opened for Endrick to leave, the London club would be well placed to get a deal done. At this stage, Real Madrid have no plans to let Endrick leave. They have been very pleased with the progress he's made at Lyon, and they see him as being a key part of their first-team squad for the 2026-27 season, regardless of who is manager. Further, the Brazil international equally as keen to make his return to the Bernabeu. His full focus is on becoming a success at Real Madrid, meaning that Arsenal will be kept waiting for some time if they are to have any chance of signing him.